CALYX now deploying a flashbang as MiHu makes his way to Wolof.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough to break this defense, but it's already a good start there. Ryan able to deliver one headshot. There's much more to go though, as we'll see, GEN.G'YE making his way forward on the bomb train. Able to get a quick trade there though is Som, as we will have that bomb. Is having trouble getting planted, but there is now the space to do so. They got the player advantage as well. Kusta, Daps, and Som looking to go for this retake now. That bomb is ticking away. It's very problematic, but what's more problematic is that Daps is now alone. No teammates to help him out here, and it looks like he is going to be in for some serious trouble, taking a lot of damage in that engagement despite being able to win it. Bomb, or rather the smoke will get on top of the bomb there to try to cover, well, I was just going to say try to cut off some angles there, but it's not really going to work out at all.
And so on. Ryan holding the angle for the long range. And the MAC-10 to try and speed things up as well, although CALYX has been dropped early by Daps. He's been taken out now by Ryan. MiHu pushing the envelope with the AK-47, taking the entire train yard, which is always what you want to do. That's not what you want, though. A deagle in the face.
Yeah, that's might be problematic if they can collect that gun as well. It is in a forward position. Gusa has now made his way forward towards it. It is an AK, not the creep, but that will do. Bente doing some good damage there to Ryan, although Ryan over the top of the flames will find Kusta. Kusta perhaps couldn't even see him behind all of the Molotov graphics there, so that will be problematic. And Automatics left alone, really not with much to do here, just to hold on to the scout and bring it into the next round where they will be full saving. So having a little bit of extra firepower here will be helpful. You will be able to hear that one extra player. Oh, he gets a tag as well. Looking to finish it off. He might be able to steal a weapon away. He's able to get this kill.
He's around connector. Teammates moving around a train yard. There goes the flash, but no one's really got any position to do much with it. Daps has got a P250 and a smoke grenade here. USPs on the remainder. And now it is just Daps. Won't last very long.
And nice see if they can mitigate that with their approach. And they're going quite aggressive in the A yard, trying to get 4 positions. Nice pick from Automatic. Those 4 positions working out, as Envious will lose a man early. Automatic
still on the AWP for GEN.G'YE. He is a very strong player with it, but I really feel like after Jason ruined Kusta's career, he was able to come back with the AWP and really be something. And maybe we'll see that in the future, but I think there are some variations to be had there. But if Automatic delivers the goods, the thing is, as Sean said, Automatic's pretty much good at everything, so I'd like to see him do some other things as well, but that might not be necessary for GEN.G'YE after all. 5 versus 3 now. That flashbang not quite hitting the mark. There are actually a lot of different fadeaway pop flashes a CT can throw towards Ivy. Can see Nico from FaZe as a good one by the nearest train ladder. Anyway, we've got a minute on the clock for Envy to try and keep that clean sheet. 3 players remaining.
Yeah. What's unfortunate about that smoke going a little bit too deep there on team main is the fact that, as you can see, MiHu's able to actually see if a player would have crept up towards one side. And just having, like, if you throw that smoke, what's cool is that they don't know if you can, crept up somebody close in the close positions or not, so they have to then check those positions. But of course, MiHu has that information, so there is some comfort. They know no one's close, as there was the gap there. Automatic, though, is elevated, and that's going to be another frag. Beautiful stuff. They're playing really passive here, playing it by the book, and Envious certainly unable to find a way to make this one work. Lovely stuff from GEN.G'YE. They'll pick up the first round there.
Pop flash avoided, but there's a second one. A chain flash catches Bente, and he goes down for free.
Ladder room position. We'll see how that pans out as now the push comes in towards the B-bomb side. The bomb's making its way across halls, but it won't be there for a while. And look at this, Daps is able to defend against the first player. That's a very slow peek into the position that Daps was holding. MiHu will go down, but the trade comes in as they have players up high. But it's a 2v3 here for GEN.G'YE. This will be expensive, as it looks like they're going to go for it, James. I'm not so convinced, though.
2 Molotovs for Envy, but one's going to be deployed. They have to bear in mind that the bomb was planted on an elevated position. If it comes down to it later and they try to bounce a molly off the door, you can see a flank from GEN.G'YE is in play as well, with the Kree coming in from the back. And Automatic is likely to lose his AWP, but he's ready for the flank. He's aware of it. Automatic with big brain plays.
Fast approach towards Olofmeister there from MiHu. He's created some space for his team. Can harass these positions as well. Automatic misses the shot. There's the smoke that allows MiHu to get close. It's going to be very difficult there, I think, for MiHu to get value, but there might be a moment that you may not suspect this, but straight into Som, who's right behind the smoke, and now it's up to the B play.
Yeah, and on the plus side, the rotation might be a little longer, but Daps will deliver for the time being. Going for that long spray as well. Take off CALYX away, 2 versus 4. We'll see what post-plant positions they can get into here, Envy. CALYX doing what he can with the scope. There's no flank just yet, but Envy have to be aware that it's possible, which causes them more problems. Smoke towards Connect will certainly help. Maybe he gets an angle. Avoid the flashbangs for now. There's a first break. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Molotovs all over the place. CALYX still trying to run distraction. Ryan stuck in default. He sees 2 of them, but he can't take any down. Down to Ryan. He gets traded immediately by the numbers game. And Envy get their second round on the board, but only 2 players have crept up. Will Kusta start to peek now? He walks in. That's a free kill for Legia. Big position. On the kill cam, maybe he sees 2. Can't imagine he will see 3. Som will create a wall for himself. Avoids the flashbang easily. He's got a little trick though over the smoke, but he gets traded again. Legia with a second now.
Automatic close range with the orb. This is difficult, and he won't anticipate the movement from Legia. 2 versus 2 now as Gen.G'ye are certainly behind here. They are locked in the ladder room behind that smoke. Bented is critically low. I don't know how they get out of this situation. Legia has this situation under lock and key. He's going for the ace here, but Daps will find the trade. Not expecting there to be another man so close, Legia. But he's done so much for his team here, and Nifty. Does he find the timing? Oh, it looks like he may just get that. Oh, yeah, he's going to get it. I was hoping that there wouldn't be a crazy whip.
So we'll see if he's able to deliver versus these teams. Again, Mihu, a Polish talent. Gen.G'ye seem to be a little hungry towards the B-bomb site. The map odds for Train are changing. You can lay the money down in running, but it's getting closer.
I know there were some concerns raised about the CT sides for Gen.G'ye by Maniac, I believe it was. So we'll see if this is something that they can find a way to fix. Obviously, it can be pretty rough on the CT side when you never really get optimal buys. You can never really get into a flow. But also credit to Team Envy for finding ways to efficiently deal with the round open and find advantages there, and then find ways forwards. I think obviously that sort of sequence from Legia that we saw where he got the 4K, that was pretty huge. There was some big plays from the stand-in. Obviously, Legia has spent a lot of time competing, playing professional Counter-Strike himself, and spent a lot of time coaching as well, so definitely one of the better options in terms of teams that have to use their coach.
The grenades come in towards B. Daps with an off angle, letting them creep out of the ramp, and he'll get his bell rung, and then more. Automatic now trying to do what he can, but he's up against the world. He tagged but no frag, and it's 2 versus 5. I feel like Gen.G'ye maybe could have been
full HP, he's hungry. And they have no helmets, James. It's going to be, oh, this is going to be so ideal. He will throw the high flash, but they will actually defend. They'll be able to turn away. Struggle bus.
So far, so good for CALYX. This CT side so far has been a non-starter for Gen.G'ye. Kusta with the FAMAS and 2 pistols, basically waiting to be put out of their misery, and CALYX will do that. His 3rd kill of the round. It's been a long time since Space Soldiers. Very vocal players on the Envy side of things. And there's no response just yet from Gen.G'ye. Kusta staring at the ceiling. But right now there is no God, not for Gen.G'ye.
Kusta is in a decent position, but you see Legia goes for the swing. That's a great kill, but the trade is there. CALYX in the hall's ready for it. Som versus 4 with the Deagle in hand. Lots of time for Envy to make this one work. Som, they don't know where he is. He's got the element of surprise, but with the Deagle, 7 bullets, that's all he has to work with to make this work, and he can't get the first. Kusta has that angle. Gotta be careful, all the nades coming through. Nifty again with that orb holding the angle. There's the first connections, looking good for Gen.G'ye. The bomb's down on the ground now as Kusta is just hammering them with the AWP, and now it's just the pole. Mihu, he's all that stands now for Envious, and he won't stand for too much longer.
Now. There's only 2 flashes and a HE here for Gen.G'ye, which they can't do much with, but they can certainly work with guns. Automatic and Daps will get off to a roaring start. The Krieg in the hands of Daps is great. Nifty will trade, but it's a 2 versus 4 now. Jumping over to plant the bomb, and that might be all they get out of this round.
Yeah, there is definitely a way to save this. That smoke will create some additional space. They do have a man able to deal with the flank, maybe take up the high ground, but Nifty is actually extremely isolated right now, and he's going to have to pull off something pretty miraculous to find a way out of this one. He spots the first one just around the side of the smoke. Nifty's in such trouble right now, trying to dance around the train. There's only so much that he can do before he gets taken down. It was a good effort. The train is just actually so good, so comfortable. Ryan, not expecting the off angle. That's a really devious off angle from Davs. He's going to pick up the kill there, and as well, that's going to help out Som not to have to worry about as many players from the ladder room position. And that really forward spot around that smoke, but the smoke won't be up forever. He's going to take the fight before it goes away, and CALYX is going to win that battle. Automatic won't land a shot towards Sandwich. He goes for another one. He gets the leg shot, but it's still a 3v3.
Leggy is in a very important position here. He could do a hell of a lot with this. Only Damps going to be on site once again. Spots second player. Can't quite get the spray though, but he's got a lot of information. Leaves Automatic with 25 HP. Everybody's low though for all teams. And it might be down to the AWPs here. Nifty takes Automatic out, and now Daps has crept over from the B bomb site. I'm not sure if you saw any of Nifty there. Nifty seems to have an idea as to where Daps is, so he might have just seen something. Bomb moving over towards the B bomb site now. Side plant, of course. CALYX could be anywhere, inviting Daps to rotate, but with 12 HP in a 1 versus 2, he seemed to have an idea, so I guess they did see each other.
You can read the team movement as it's happening. You can obviously get your players in position in time. It's so much about knowing what the teams are doing. And look at Nifty go. He's straight out of team main there with a cheeky pop onto Bentet, but just at the same moment. Oh dear, Daps didn't expect that. That's the information you need, but maybe is it too late? Because look how far CALYX is getting right now. Up through towards Connector. He's going to try to do what he can. Mihu will take down Automatic. They have no idea about CALYX. Oh no, this is so bad for Kusa. He is getting stalked right now by CALYX. And this could just end the round. CALYX waiting for the perfect moment, sees both players and taps them down.
Marvelous stuff.
Rotating players towards that B bomb site. They have a really good read of this situation, because there's so little time left, and there's no ground towards the A site, and there they go, into Daps, into the scout, there's a jump! Lovely stuff from Daps, using that jumping accuracy with the MP9, and Automatic just making it a little bit sweeter with that scout, and it's a good finish, James. It's 5-10, but it might not be enough.
The USP. Those are the hard facts. Automatic, he's fishing for something, but he will get taken up by Nifty. Inferior range, no matter. Ryan up in that spot. That's a very nice gimmick. Beautiful shots from Mihu and Ivy. He's got a bomb in his hands. And there's no answer to any of these frags just yet from GEN.G'YE. Bentet's got it all to do. GEN.G'YE are allowed to play whatever game they had in mind. Now Daps is just entertaining because the push is coming in towards that B bomb site. And only Ryan is there, I believe. Doing great work though. That bomb still needs to cross. The bells will be rung, but he's still alive. Spotted some as well, very aware. They have utility though, they sacrifice, but is it going to pay off? Kusta's charging forward, he's Wing through the smoke, Automatic doing what he can, but it's only 1 kill. Can they swarm the site here, GEN.G'YE? They've put Envy on their back already with only 3, make it 2 players. This is very fast advancing and the answers are limited, but CALYX will do something by E-Box, taking out Kusta.
Yeah, they still have the bomb train. I like this high energy approach from GEN.G'YE, and they're going to finish it off quite nicely. And that's one of the best things about being on the CT. Other teams are so far behind. That
was a big slap in the face to Envy. There were 2 Deagles, now there's just 1. Now there are none. 3 USPs and 2 flashbangs. Legia hasn't even been able to throw a flash just yet. Nifty playing, oh no.
Denied.
Oh, that was, yeah. I mean, I don't know what more he was going for, maybe just waiting for him to stop moving. On deck, Automatic looking to cause more problems for them. The only man who's deep on A at the moment, avoiding as much as he can. That pop flash needs some work because Automatic is not blind at all, and CALYX goes down for free. Nifty's there to trade though around an E-Box position, but who else or what else is on the A bomb site?
Oof, trades all over the place here. That's actually Legia locking down Inner as well. There was a lurk out there. That lurk makes a lot of sense from Bentet because there's so much pressure towards the A bomb site. You could definitely see that Envious would be rotating players from B maybe to assist, but Bentet not finding an opening. Good defense from Legia, and now it's all on the Ivy rotation from GEN.G'YE, but the setup here from Envious could be quite dangerous. Oh, the lineup there. Oh my god, he hit 3 players. Counter-Strike so far. Nothing seems to be really going their way.
Well, they've got 4 Kriegs, and that's one way to change things. Oh, Legia though, with the AWP, he is ready. No spray required. Going back to the well for another one, but Bentet was patient enough. Now, GEN.G'YE will be aware that there could be a heavy rotation from Envy. Not committing just yet. There are 2 players now in the B bomb site. They've been quiet, not wanting to reveal their positions. They haven't dumped grenades, although what grenades do they really have to dump? They've just got flashbangs, 1 HE and 1 smoke at this point. Ryan up top, spots an arm. That's a big clue actually, but there's no rotation from Ivy. So these players must deliver, otherwise this round is over. Ryan gets taken out by default, and CALYX now in that choke point of Connector. What can he really do at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly a situation that
towards that Olofmeister position. He's really far forward with the Krieg. So far, so good. CALYX has been taken out. GEN.G'ye on the comeback trail.
It's a huge pick because you can see Kusta can actually fall back into relative safety, but he's going to double down here, try to get some more damage with this forward positioning. He might just find it. Great pick onto Nifty. Let's have another one. Ryan's in trouble now that HE will be setting across towards Connector. Kusta doing so much, creating space for the entire team. GEN.G'YE can't hit the shot, but Kusta certainly can with the Deeg, and that'll leave Ryan on his lonesome. And Kusta has something to say about that. What a quad kill.
There are grenades for that, actually. If you're able to, well, there's also Kriegs for that as well. Kusta and Bentet hand in hand with Daps for a cameo appearance. GEN.G'ye, Nifty creeping now. Grenades start to chime in. There's a pop flash play. Daps starts the proceedings. Nifty's completely blind. Kusta now keeping an eye on things. There's detail here from GEN.G'ye. That will certainly help them. Ryan now left of the USP by Oil. Spotted and swatted. All the junk thrown into the B bomb site. GEN.G'ye now hiding behind the smoke. Scopes in. Through. Oh, lovely shot there as Kusta starts charging. GEN.G'ye delivers another kill, bombing off floor now, and Daps is alone. 1 versus 4. They can't afford to lose rounds here, GEN.G'ye. Envy are just 3 away, soon to be 2, surely. And there it is.
It's never going to come, it seems, but until the moment they give up the position, and now no one can trade for Som. That's such bad timing for GEN.G'ye.
Allows him to go downstairs and just stops the plant later on. That's going to be huge as well. The spray is messed up by CALYX, but GEN.G'ye here is starting to be an MVP for Envy on trains.
And another default here from GEN.G'ye. Oh,
jumping into the flames essentially to catch the CTs off guard. I think Miyu probably expecting Automatic to jump down a second or two later at best. And maybe that's it for GEN.G'ye. Charging into the A-bomb site once again. Nifty's in the battle zones now, lining them up, but he can't quite finish off. Automatic down to 6 HP, but he's alive. 2 plays remain for Envy. GEN.G'ye need 5 from 5 here. This would be the first one. It's a long road back, but they can do it. GEN.G'ye creeping. Won't be able to do anything. CALYX now almost getting to Daps, but some will shut him down.
We'll see if they get any success. You can see Daps going to spot it. And there you go. They've got a kill from it.
Now, they're not really in position to capitalize on this too much, GEN.G'ye, in terms of the bomb location. But Bentet's made his way in towards the B bomb site, not overcommitted, and he'll catch Miyu on the rotation, so all will be well. GEN.G'ye not close to... Oh, that's a jumping dink, but he won't be able to finish off the job. No weapons taken into the next. These flashbangs haven't quite hit the mark, but this time they will. Bentet taken out, and there's...
Down a player. How do they recover from this? Automatic's trying to find a pick, but it can't be all on him, but he will get that pick onto CALYX. Maybe they'll think that that was the ladder player. And indeed, there is some info, just checking. That's important. Ryan's there, so they know where one of the 4 remaining players is.
Automatic holding. Oh my god, he's tagged him. He's seen the barrel of his gun as well. He knows he's dead. And that's such an important trade from Kusta. He had to deliver that. GEN.G'ye going for the flicks now. GEN.G'ye and Nifty, all that remain. The rotation's coming in through the smoke. Nifty's creeping, and some will take him out. He's just waiting. They more or less started as 4 versus 5 here, GEN.G'ye. They've turned things around though, but GEN.G'ye, he's 1 versus 3. He's taken Som out, rotates towards Ivy, spots one of the players. The bomb's planted, he knows roughly where everybody is. Now he seems committed to this. 1 versus 2. One was near T-Con. Where is the bomb planter? Scoped in already, but that really obscures his vision. Got Kusta, the other side of the train, looking towards Ivy now. He's actually, if he goes around this train, he would see everything. He doesn't have a kit though, so it seems that he will fall back. So many close angles. He spots the head there. There's a free one. He wants to go for it again, but once more, he's got to find the kill quickly because he doesn't have a kit. It's a 10-second defuse, and Kusta sees enough. He's going to invest everything into that one. Put your best foot forward. No need to handicap yourself for that final round to come. So there'll be all USPs here. And things are going as they should be. Deletion. GEN.G'ye now with 3 frags. Nifty and GEN.G'ye waiting for their certain doom. Nifty creeping forward, Automatic's got the angle, but again, we're just waiting for that final round, that 30th round now. Nifty will consider the exit play. Anything that can be picked up potentially would be of use. Now this is where the pressure really rises for Envy. Maybe their best chance to win the game comes the next round. And here come the Mandem.
Forward smokes, indeed. They're keeping it simple here, James. Just going for those wide swings, trying to win these duels, but it's trades, and it's looking like it's good for GEN.G'ye so far, but there it is, Ryan on the bomb train to do some more damage.
It's been all about these rushes into the A bomb site, and now YENİ, the stand-in, the coach, is alone. And a 1 versus 3 is unpredictable. And maybe it's spawn-based again because Nifty's going towards the upper side of the B bomb site, actually. And this time YENİ is facing Connector, not in Ivy where Mihu is, so it's all back.
They're trying to go for a fake here as well. This is really interesting because Envy are pretty sold that it's going to be a play on the A bomb site.
Behind, they've gone past each other.
Oh my god, Dabs. It's going to take down YENİ. It's going to cause so much chaos. What do they do with the bomb here? Do they... Oh, I think there's a lot of indecision as to where to put the bomb. And right now, everyone died on the A site, and now they don't have inroads to either bomb site. And there's only 20 seconds to go. I think they've outplayed themselves here, James. This is not a good look. And Ryan's okay. Well, Venta's going to be able to deal with that, but in comes another flank.
Some regions, it's called pop, but the older school players will consider pop something else on train. Ryan going for an aggressive play, not working out for him. So we've got an early 5 versus 4 here for Gen.G.
Yeah, now they're trying to make their way forwards with CALYX. He's announced his position in the ladder room and he's picked up the kill on Dabs. So it's looking pretty good now for Envious once again. It's just about this real estate. Envious, you know, we can judge this by the previous round too. They're really good in terms of being proactive, trying to get space on the map. What does it mean that we see that there's no one here, or that we see there's one guy here, or that there's a smoke here? What does it mean? Let's keep moving players around. They keep trying to stay ahead of the game. And so that's a really good sign, especially given the fact that they have a stand-in, but they're so active. But back into this round, we've got Gen.G going for that delayed inner play, and I have to see if this is going to work out for them because there are players in position to deal with this. 2 on this side, including Nifty on that AWP. That's a hard shot to hit, though.
YENİ will deliver, but he'll get traded this time by Kusa. No multi-frag for him. Nifty with another good flick. He's kept it competitive. It's a 2-on-2, but his teammates need to get through these choke points, and Kusa makes his way forward. But does he have the timing to look in the right place at the right time? CALYX spots him. Kusa jumps down. Eventually to his doom. We've got Mihu coming in from the back. Automatic now in a sandwich, has no idea where Mihu could be coming from, but can he look at the right place at the right time? Such is the question. Every corner you turn on train, Automatic eventually seeing CALYX, but it will be 2
here to keep their chances going, and that's a good start. Kusa with the entry frag.
Sure when he's scoped in and if it's been heard, but Som goes up the ladder. And again, someone's going to get timed here, surely, but who's it going to be? Oh my god, YENİ's got the sound cue, and he's got a kill, made sure of that one. In the meantime, CALYX trying to keep people honest around that main position, but can't quite get the spray. But he's got the information because Dabs is carrying the bomb.
Indeed, and YENİ, he's in ladder room with that AWP. He's could be really annoying here. Just his mere presence alone, even if he doesn't commit to peaks. Here it comes, the push through Ivy, the split from Ivy and T-Main. And there's a good defense on the bombs train. This is actually pretty decent for Envious. Despite being down a man, they've got good positioning. Again, YENİ is really cutting off one half of the push here. And look how much vision he can get. But he will go down, Daps, able to get the kill. At least now Ryan and Nifty on this bomb train to try to do something here. Here comes the swing from Ryan. Bentest ready, as is Kusta. They get the 1 round that they need. Daps actually, I think, top fragging at the moment for his team. And Automatic will take down YENİ, just trying to go really fast there in Ivy, but Automatic keeps him honest. And now this is a rough start for Envious. Nifty back at the shenanigans once again. Some keeping himself alive, just barely, 4 HP. Nifty, he's just doing damage.
Oh no.
All these frags coming through are crazy. Nifty on 1 HP.
Yeah, Som alive is a problem as well, as you could see. Just avoided that last tick of the flames and manages to get a shot through the smoke as well. That is pretty unreal. And that keeps a man advantage for Gen.G. Oh, Mihu's looking old bomb. It's going to be a free frag for Daps. Requires a second burst, but he gets there. And again, Nifty, 1 HP, Jesus. 1 versus 3. Gets a free one on Daps as he's running around. What about the rest of the players? He's got just under 1 minute to do this, Nifty. We've got Som now by Oil on B, so unbeknownst to Nifty, he's got a fair amount of space to move with. First looking on the A train, just about misses Kusta as he repositions, but again, the timing, the scope might be enough. Kusta gets there,
really close to the smoke now. We'll have to see what he's going to do with this. He has the ability to push. There comes the push. He gets the double, and there's one more to be had as well, potentially, if that swing comes through upper. But YENİ, oh my god, he's able to take down 2, making things somewhat competitive here for Nifty, who has the bomb, but there are CTs close, and he knows it, so he's going to have to be very creative with this situation. He's going to commit to the plant on the side.
Nifty with half the information. Molotov's being deployed now, looking for that trade fragger. Very fast, Nifty. Has he got a sound cues? Such an awkward
angle. That IB default, it really changes the timings that you would otherwise have. And another aggressive smoke coming through.
Really aggressive.
So this is pretty cool to see. It's a good response because it kind of makes those smokes that we see from Envious outside not be as valuable as they could otherwise have been.
And look where Automatic is playing Ivy from. He is on the bomb train, basically. So he has forced Envy's hand to some degree to show some presence. And with 39 seconds on the clock yet, they're only through one choke point, but that flashbang won't matter. Automatic has the right timing. This could be the end here for Envy on train. Looks like the dream is collapsing. Automatic delivers another frag. He's got great cover as well. Great CT support. Creeping around his Ben tent, and they're all falling to pieces now. GEN.G'YE 1 versus 5 with 20 seconds on the clock.